To prepare the horn capsule for gluing, first shorten the bearing surface. Then it is important to remove all loose horn residue of the sole, wall and bar area so we have a clean, even surface. To clean the horn wall, please use the rasp side to obtain a rough surface structure so that the adhesive can cross-link better. Here you can still see the old polymer residue of the former Turfcord, which is then removed with the rasps. We do not weaken the wall, but simply clean it. When using Turfcord, you can shorten the toe more thoroughly as we have an elastic product. Therefore, it doesn't generate any pressure on the sole body. As an important part of the bonding takes place here, at the bar and heels, it is important to clean these areas properly. If the heels turn inwards, they have to be opened and the bars have to be even to the sole so that this area provides a flat surface to the rear. When applying the Turfcord for the first time, it is advisable to apply it dry first. I'll show you what's the best way of doing it also for gluing later. Grip the Turfcord with your thumb in the area of the pedestal and the forefinger on the thread area. Don't grab it above, for you will buckle the wall inwards and therefore hinder yourself in putting the Turfcord on. Put it on the toe, then press with the balls of your thumb against the hoof. Pull the edges to the back, giving the Turfcord the shape of the hoof, and put the ends over the heels. Now the holder fixes the Turfcord on the heels like this. Now it's already got the shape of the hoof. It makes sense to mark the binding areas with a marker when bonding for the first time to determine whether the whole bonding surface has been cleaned properly. This gives you the opportunity to recognize if you have to rework some areas. In the rear area of the Turfcord, we have pedestals that should exert pressure on the adhesive at the bar. These are designed for a medium hoof. This means that they have to be shortened slightly for flat hoofs. The height can be checked by exerting pressure on the pedestals during the test fitting and determining the contact with the heels and bars. In this case, the Turfcord makes contact in the bars too early and the pedestal stays distinctly above the running surface. By shortening them by a few millimeters, we achieve an even pressure on the running surface and the pedestals. If we don't shorten them, in this case, they would bend and therefore pull the ends of the Turfcord to the outside. Then it would be glued like this and not the way we want. Now we shorten them for about 3 to 4 millimeters on both sides. And once again, the reason for shortening the pedestals is to achieve a steady pressure distribution on the rear area of the Turfcord. The only further preparation is to clean the inside of the Turfcord with an acetone-free brake cleaner to remove dust and any vulcanization residues. The horn capsule itself isn't treated with anything and remains natural. The inside of the Turfcord is briefly sprayed once. It has to be dry again when starting to glue. In winter, when temperatures are low, we recommend warming the Turfcord slightly with a hot air gun to make it more elastic and easier to adjust to the shape of the horn capsule. This is particularly useful for larger sizes. The adhesive is also preheated slightly in cold weather, so it is easier to spread and sets faster.
Aber hauptsächlich die Lauffläche hier des Turfcords